all of these endorsements and campaign stops and solo wet T-shirt contests will come to a head tomorrow night when Kamala and Donald face off in a debate that could decide this election. And I don't need to tell you how high the stakes are, because we all remember how the last debate between Trump and Joe Biden went. You know, not as bad as I remembered. Now, Kamala definitely has an advantage compared to Biden because of the whole not being riddled by age thing, but she's still preparing diligently, perhaps too diligently.
Sources who are familiar with how Vice President Harris is preparing for the debate tell me she is diligently getting ready for this by going to a hotel in Pittsburgh, spending hours doing mock debates, including with an aide who is dressing like former President Donald Trump.
I'm sorry, you're having a guy dressed like Donald Trump? Is that something the campaign thinks she needs to prepare for? Now, Madam Vice President, he might come out wearing a tie that's slightly longer than usual. Don't freak out. We trained for this. Meanwhile, Trump is preparing for the debate a little differently.
All the reporting indicates that he's taking this easy, he's taking this casually. He doesn't have debate prep, so to speak. He has what they call policy time, just to refresh his memory about what he might say on stage.
Oh! They're giving him policy time. Such an important part of childhood development. You can do it, Donald. 2 more minutes of policy time, and then you can watch 3 Paw Patrols. But you know what? It's good to know that Trump is getting into the nitty-gritty of policy, because you want a president who's up to speed on the nuances of the issues and isn't just pulling stuff out of his ass.
Kamala supports states being able to take minor children and perform sex change operations. Can you imagine you're a parent and your son leaves the house and you say, Jimmy, I love you so much, go have a good day in school, and your son comes back with a brutal operation? Can you even imagine this?
No, I can't imagine this, because it's an insane thing you just made up. Do you really think a kid goes to school one day and comes back with a full sex change operation? That's ridiculous. Americans getting free health care? Not happening. No. Donald, do you think this is even remotely a possibility? Apart from everything else, one time in middle school, I told the nurse I had a stomach ache, and she put a Band-Aid on my stomach. I have a hard time believing they're doing full-scale operations. Well, you know what? Everybody's thinking a lot about school safety, and it's refreshing to see a politician take a step beyond thoughts and prayers and actually do something to protect our children from the biggest threat they face at school: mass sex changes, apparently. But some people would say that Donald Trump's biggest challenge at the debate tomorrow is that he can't open his mouth without rambling incoherently. But if you ask Trump about this, he says, no, I ramble very coherently.
And I look forward to the debate with her. You know, I do the weave. You know what the weave is? I'll talk about like 9 different things, and they all come back brilliantly together. And it's like, and friends of mine that are like English professors, they say, it's the most brilliant thing I've ever seen.
Oh, yes, the weave. I thought your brain was broken, but now that you did those hand motion things, I see it's a tactic. I mean, all your English professor friends are impressed. Which professor is that? Is that Professor Hogan or Dr. Rock? I mean, forget English professors. Trump's friends are barely English speakers.